Hello children, welcome to NEET World. This is Narayani, I am your foundation biology educator. So in previous class we discussed about the level 2 questions. So some of the left of the questions are there children. So we will discuss now today and we will start the level 3 questions. Here in level 3 questions children, you have to analyze the question properly. You have to read, at least you have to take 1 minute to read the question and analyze it, and you have to choose the answer. Thereby you can you not do any wrong mistakes in critiquing the right answer. So before I am going to start the session children, I would like to announce a very important news for you children. We are starting the foundation summer camp course in the in the May of month and June. So in the starting of June, for your summer holidays we are keeping you the first 15 days foundation summer camp course. In this course we detailedly analyze the topics which are very essential for the examinations of NEET and JEE examinations. The core concepts and the basics you have to learn, we are going to teach in these 10 days of classes with expert faculty children, and after 10 days we are providing the 2 days of expert faculty activity based learning, and after completion of 12 days children, in the 13th day we are going to conduct the quiz. So you can check your efficiency and before and after of your performance, and how did you improve and all that. And after completion of 13 days children, in the 14th day we are keeping you the cumulative assessment of all subjects, like we are discussing the main subjects of chemistry, biology, mathematics and physics. These are the 4 subjects we are going to cover in this summer camp course children. So in this summer camp, in the 14th day we are keeping you the cumulative assessments of all subjects, and you check your performance on the paper also. And 15th day, it is very important children, we are providing the career guidance program and with one-on-one interaction children. With one-on-one interaction you are going to learn about the 15th day career guidance program, which is helpful for you to achieve your future goals. So if you have a goal, you don't know how to approach it, you can ask the questions, and we also provide you the what kind of in which subjects you are best in it, and which subjects are you are going to improve, and how the foundation which mainly helps you in the basics children. We are providing you the how to analyze the question. In competitive exam fields, you have to analyze the question carefully and choose the correct answer. So we will discuss all this in the foundation summer camp children. So already the 2 batches are already started and the batches are going on children. If you are really interested, just go through this foundation summer camp. And children, for this, especially for the foundation summer camp, is for the students of 6th to 10th who are the upcoming of 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. Those students we are providing this summer camp foundation course. So don't let children, it is available both offline also and online also. For offline people, you can happily come to your institute name called NEET World, present in Narayani G, Hyderabad, near metro station. And coming to the online people, if you want to join to online, we have option also online also. You can contact with the down scrolling number is there children. So call to that number and we will make you give the access on our app name called MedWorld. And children, here we are providing the extremely very useful for you, and the 1 week class is totally free children. There is no need to pay 1 rupee also in the 1 week of course. So you can happily join and you can join and you check your efficiency. So this is what our foundation summer camp children, admissions are open. So I hope you all will be there in the classes. I will see you in the classes children. So this is about the foundation course children. So we discussed in the previous class up to 40 question, right? Yes, we'll do it now. 1 minute children, I am just throwing it. Yes, till now we have discussed, I think, yeah. So we discussed up to 40 question children. So don't be late and let's do the next further more questions. Okay, and 45th question, what they asked, bread mold is a common name of. After remaining 10 questions are the level 2 questions totally will be completed children. Next we will analyze it level 3 questions, how to answer and all that I will say to you. So bread mold is the common name of, they are asking bread mold. So bread mold is also called as what children? Bakery nuisance. Why they called vagrant nuisance? Because the bread is more attentive for the moisture, right? Attentive for the moisture. So it grabbed the atmospheric moisture, and there will be in the loaves of the bread we will see the mold is nothing but the fungus, right children? Fungi is mostly grown in the favorable conditions of the fungi grows in the moist, wetty places. They are not grow on the dry places, right? So the common, which is multicellular fungi, is the bread mold name is called Rhizopus. What it is children? It is a Rhizopus. So in the bread, how it is looks like? It exactly looks like this children. When you see in the under microscope, as it is a multicellular, we can see through the only microscope only. So it is like it is a cloth like appearance will be there in the on the bread. It is like smooth, spongy like will be present in the white layer, white or greenish layer will be present like this. This is nothing but what children? Fungus, right? If you see in the microscope, it looks like this. So this long slender, these long filaments, which is what we call children? We call as hyphae, right? Hyphae is a long slender like filaments which twisted and twangled together. That we call it as mycelium. Mycelium. So in the root like structures, it helps in the transportation of everything. So here the ball like structure is there children, which we call it as sporangia. That there will be the presence of spores. When they are dispersed under favorable condition, it again gives rise to the another Rhizopus. Here it is they are showing children how how the sporangia burst and the dispersion of seeds is there. So this is how children again it gives rise to in the favorable conditions. This is what about the 45th question. Here is the answer is Rhizopus. What is children? Rhizopus. Rhizopus is a multicellular fungi. It's come under the multicellular fungi. Multicellular fungi which is seen through only the microscope. Only through the microscope, right? This is what about this children? Rhizopus. Coming to the what is the unicellular example of unicellular fungi children? It is a yeast. The good example of unicellular fungi is yeast. So it is reproduction through budding, right? So coming to the next question, spraying of oil on a stagnant water controls malaria because of. They are asking spraying of oil on the stagnant water which is present, which is placed over a period of time, and water controls malaria. Why are they saying this statement? Because why the spraying of oil makes stagnant water, what is the relationship between the malaria and the stagnant water spraying of oil in it? So here see, these are the stagnant waters children. So the stagnant water, there is a the mosquito lays eggs in the stagnant water. The mosquitoes lays the eggs in the stagnant water. So in the stagnant water children, when the mosquito chooses the stagnant water and dirty water which is present near the houses and all that. So in the drainage and in the pots and all that. That is why we have to, when we are seeing the stagnant water, we have to pour it out. So when the mosquitoes lays eggs on this stagnant waters. So when they are lays eggs, so in the air, the eggs are which is contact with the atmospheric air. When you pour water, when you pour oil on the stagnant water children, if it is a stagnant water, you pour the oil in it. What will happen children? So think it is a stagnant water present in it and you poured oil in it. What will happen the mosquito lays eggs in the stagnant water. So when they contact with the atmosphere, they can able to they are present in the atmospheric oxygen. So the larval stage of the mosquitoes will be continue, and it at last it leads to the give to the mosquitoes. If you pour the oil on it, what will happen? The oil is lighter than the water, that is, it floats on the water, right? So it not allows the oxygen quickly to the it does not allows the oxygen into the water. So in that water, what is present? Mosquitoes, the larva, the eggs of the mosquitoes is there. So is the continuation of the mosquitoes will be there? No, there is no continuation of mosquitoes, because the larval stage only they are destroying by pouring the oil in it, because when we are pouring the oil, they are not contact with the atmospheric oxygen, right? This is how we are controlling the mosquitoes. Thereby, what is the connection between the malaria and the mosquitoes? It is the vector. Mosquitoes acts as a vector. They are the carriers for the malaria protozoan. Malaria protozoan plasmodium, right? This is how we are controlling the malaria. So they are asking, oil kills malaria parasite in mosquitoes? No. So see, oil kills malaria parasite in mosquitoes? No, oil does not kill malaria parasites present in the stagnant water, right? So here is the totally wrong, the option is wrong, children, because oil kills malaria parasites in the mosquitoes is totally wrong. And coming to the B option, children, oil what will do? In the larval stages, the respiration will be, the breathing will be happen. So in the water, they will take the oxygen. If when you are kick the oil in it, how the, how the larvas or eggs will be survive, because there is no oxygen. So because in between the stagnant water and the atmospheric oxygen, there will be a layer is formed, that is we pour the oil, right? So water becomes dirty for the mosquitoes? No, not, this is also wrong answer. They lay eggs on the dirt water, in the stagnant water. So mosquito larvae cannot breathe. Of course, this is the right answer, because mosquito larvae cannot breathe, because there is a presence of layer of oil. That is why spraying of oil in the stagnant water, which which leads to reduces the growth of the mosquitoes. Thereby, the carriers of the plasmodium malaria parasite will be reduced. This is how we are controlling the. Mosquitoes. This is how we are controlling the mosquitoes and the carriers of the malaria protozoan. So this is what the answer, children. So here the answer is C. C is the right answer for it. So when your houses also, if you are see any stagnant water, so don't be like that, children. Just let it off. Pour it down. It's coming to the 47th question. Viruses are made up of. They are asking, viruses are made up of. Viruses are the genetic material of virus is made up of, children, either DNA or RNA. Either DNA or RNA. Sometimes there is no presence of DNA and RNA also, right? So there will be a abnormal protein folded. Abnormal protein will be there, unfolded protein will be there, and if sometimes the genetic material is covered by the protein coat. The genetic material is covered by the protein coat. Right, children? The genetic material is covered by the protein coat, which helps in the genetic material to be safe. Right? So the most RNA with the plant diseases mostly caused. The plant diseases, children, mainly caused by the RNA, and mainly the human virus, the human disease caused genetic material is mostly double-stranded DNA. Here the mostly the plant causing viruses, mainly having the genetic material of single-stranded RNA. They are covered with the protein coat. So that is why the nucleus, it is having a different nucleus. No, it does not have any different nucleus. It does not have any cell organelles, right? So that is why it is placed in between the borderline between living and non-living. So it exhibiting both traits of living and also non-living. So here is the answer is nucleoproteins, because the genetic material which is covered by the protein coat. That is why here see the nucleic proteins are complexes are formed with the interaction of proteins of nucleic acids. So here they are protecting the genetic material actually, right, with ensuring the genetic material should not be damaged. That is why how the survey can affect. They are smaller than, even though they are smaller than the bacteria also, they are affecting the multicellular organisms like plants, animals and all that. So this is why they are powerful, because they have the nuclear proteins, they are made up of nuclear proteins. They are the interaction of the DNA or RNA. So here the answer is, children, C is the right answer for it. Coming to the 48th question, children, the most important character which suggests that viruses are living is that. They are saying which is the most important character, that we are saying viruses are living traits. Virus is exhibiting the living characters. Traits is nothing but characters. So how we are saying that the virus is the exhibiting the living traits? See here, children, viruses are multiply in living host. Of course, it is right answer, because when they are found the host, then only they are reproducing itself. They take over the machinery of the, they take over the machinery of the host, and it, it begins to produce its army, right? Thereby it is destroying the host, and at last the host will be dead. The good example of it is COVID, right? So their crystals have different shape. No, they are not at all. They have the different shape. So virus grow in size. No, they have in various shapes. Virus may be crystallized. These are all the wrong statements, children. The why we are saying that virus is the why we are saying that the virus is the living character. In what state we are mainly saying is, it is when it found the host. It is showing the exhibiting the characteristics of living by taking the machinery of all the machinery of the host, and according to it, it is changing. It traits and leads to formation of its growth. It producing its own kinds. This is how the virus exhibiting the living traits. If the host is not found, what will happen, children? The host is not found. So they are exhibiting the non-living characters. The virus doesn't have any cell organelles. No, they are not reproducing itself in the absence of host. So that is why we are considering is a without host, it is exhibiting the characteristics of non-living. With host, they are exhibiting the characteristics of living. That is why it is a borderline between the living and non-living. So coming to the 49th question, children. See, which of the following matched is correctly in the table given below. They are asking which are the statements which are absolutely correct. So let's see this, children. So AIDS. AIDS is caused by the cause to agent of this AIDS is virus. What, children? Virus. HIV virus. Mainly it travels to the sexual intercourse, children, and also the infected person, the blood is transferred to the other person. It is by that also, they are transferring, and also the injected needles which are used for the if the person have the AIDS. So if they are injected, some injection is given to them. The same injection which is used for the healthy person also, it will get transmitted, right, children? So this is how the AIDS will be transmitted. Mainly it is occurs through the sexual intercourse. So it is the right answer, children. Coming to the next option, malaria. Malaria through body contact? No. Malaria, the vector is mosquito. Through the mosquito, the female Anopheles mosquito, it is traveling to the healthy person, right? When it is sucked the blood from the ill person who are exhibiting the characteristics of who have the protozoan called Plasmodium present in the unhealthy person, children, they are affected. So when it is sucking the blood, the Anopheles mosquito which carries to the healthy person. The mosquitoes acts as a vector, acts as a vehicle to the transmission of the malaria protozoan. So next answer 3, children, coming to the, so it is a wrong answer. The statement is wrong, that it is not correctly matched. Coming to the next question, hepatitis A and B. So children, we are not discussed some of the questions too. So let's 1 minute. Okay, let's see this first. So hepatitis A and B through contaminated water. So it is also wrong, children. So the correct answer for this question is only A. Only A is the correct answer for this question. So here is the first one is the correct answer for this question. So here is the first question, children. 1 minute. Discuss this. We not discuss these questions, children. Let's see fastly. Have you discussed this? No. Okay. Trypanosoma brucei causes. What it is a protozoan bacteria and what is this, children? It is a protozoan. Trypanosoma is a protozoan. So it causes the disease of sleeping sickness. It causes the disease of, children, sleeping sickness. If it is severe, children, we have to go to the doctor. Otherwise, it leads to the disturbs the sleep and we feel lethargy, confusions. So it leads to the death. That is why it should be treated. So through the contamination of food and water, it travels to the blood, children. So actually, the trypanosoma which transmitted through the blood and causes the disease of sleeping sickness. That is why the trypanosoma brucei causes the disease of sleeping sickness. So it is not causing the infection. It is dysentery. It is not It is not responsible for the diarrhea and all that. It makes the sleeping confusions, lethargy, and if it is not treated, it will leads to death. It is a lethal, but it is not treated. Mosquitoes are vectors for. Of course, we have studied. See, the mosquito is a vector for the malaria protozoa. We already studied that, and also dengue fever also. So 1 and 2 are the correct answers. For the dengue and the mosquito, they are the carriers. The mosquitoes are the carriers for this, these diseases, malaria and dengue. So here is the right answer is 1 and 2. Cholera is caused by the poor hygiene conditions, right, children? For the poor hygiene conditions, it is transmitted. Coming to the next question, it is caused by a protozoan. They are asking the question for us. They are asking it is a protozoan. It causes fever and causes anemia. What is anemia, children? Anemia is nothing but the reduces of the red blood cells. What is the function of the red blood cells, children? It transports the oxygen to all parts of our body. Right? If the red blood cells are not there, how the oxygen transfers throughout the body? Right? So it causing the anemia, which means reduce the red blood cells count. That we call it as anemia. They are asking it is caused by the protozoan. So this disease occurs by the protozoan. It causes fever. The symptoms of this disease is fever and cause also anemia. So these are the two symptoms which mainly occurs in the malaria, children. Mainly occurs in the malaria. So here the malaria is caused by the protozoan parasite named Plasmodium, and it spread through the female Anopheles mosquito and causes acute life-threatening disease. If it is not treated, children, the person definitely will be die. So it is a major wild common disease which usually seen. So because of the carriers of the mosquitoes. So there is when the malaria caused person, they will exhibit the mostly kind of the fever and also anemia. The count of the the red blood cells will be reduced. Thereby there is no transport of oxygen to every part of the body. Right? If it is not treated, it is a serious condition. So here is the answer is the malaria. Coming to the 44th question, children. Which of the following statement is incorrect of the given figure? They are asking the incorrect statement. Children, so when we are discussing, so the questions were altered. So don't confuse. I am again, which is not explained, I am again going through of it. Don't confuse. See, which of the following statement is incorrect of the given figure? They are asking incorrect statement. So we have to underline it. When we are not reading the questions for the 1 minute, children, they are asking incorrect, no. So the most of the statements will be right answer. So we thought that it is the right answer. So we will take the answer, but it should not be like that. We have to read at least one question. We have to spare 1 minute for the question, children. So it is single cell and possess nucleus. They are saying it is a single cell and possess nucleus. Of course, it is right answer. The following given figure is the amoeba. So what is the amoeba, children? It is a pleuromorphic. According to the environment conditions, it exhibits its characters. It is alter its shape, right? It is a pleuromorphic. And when the food founds, what will is it a parasite, children? Is it attacks the host? No. When the food is available, it enlarges its false feet and engulfs the food, and through the series of steps it consumes, and again it releases to the outside, whichever the unwanted material will be there now after the breakdown of food. So by utilizing it, again the waste material will be sent into the walls of the amoeba, and it releases out, right? So here is they are asking, children, which of the following statements are incorrect in the given figure? So it is a single cell and possesses nucleus. Of course, it is a right statement, and it exhibits parasitic nutrition. It is a wrong statement. It does not exhibiting any parasitic nutrition. They are not attacking any living organism, right? So it reproduces asexually by binary fission. Of course, when how the amoeba will be reproduced, how it is, it shows as like the bacteria, binary fission. As bacteria also exhibits binary fission. It twice when the suitable conditions, children, it becomes a twice in amount, and the nucleus will be copied, and it is transferred to the two daughter individuals. Here the parent will be not exist till when it is forming the daughter cells. Daughter cells. So when there are two identical daughter cells will be formed, but the parent will not be exist, right? So here, so they are exhibiting asexually by binary fission. There is an involvement of gametes. No, there is no involvement of two parents. So it is the exhibiting asexual binary fission. It lacks cell wall and pleuromorphic. Of course, it is also right answer, children. They are asking the incorrect statement, as they are asking incorrect statement, children. So here is the answer is. So first one is the right answer, and third, it reproduces asexually by binary fission is also right answer. So it lacks cell wall. Of course, they are the first animals, right? Protozoans are the first animals. They are come under the kingdom of Protista. So here it is the three statements are correct, and the second statement is wrong, children. So the answer is B. They are asking the incorrect statement. So the correct option for this question is B. Coming to the next question, we discussed this. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. So we discussed this also. Oh God. Coming to the last question. So microorganisms of the level 2 questions, it is the last question, children. They are asking yeast. Yeast involves in the fermentation. Of course, fermentation is a biological process which involves, it is a biological process. It converts the sugar into, it breaks down the sugar into, children, acids, gases or alcohols with the help of the microorganisms called yeast and bacteria, right? So fungi and bacteria in the mainly yeast. The dough rises because of the yeast, right, children? The idli dough or else the bakery dough, or they will rise because of the yeast. So the it ferments the glucose to produce alcohol, right? In the bakeries, children, they used to produce when the fermentation is processed, it occurs in the absence of oxygen. That is why we are considering it as an aerobic process, and when it is fermentation process is happening, children, there is a formation of carbon dioxide also. There is a formation of carbon dioxide also. As they are producing carbon dioxide, in carbon dioxide also produces, alcohol is also produces, nothing but ethanol. But when it is baking it is evaporating. So because of the carbon dioxide, the dough is raising in the process of fermentation. Here is the correct answer is, children. So they are asking the correctly matched paste. One is the correctly matched. Coming to the bacteria, it decomposes dead materials. Of course, when the decomposition is happening, bacteria plays in a key role in the decomposition. So the first and two options are correct. A nitrogen fixing bacteria, it converts nitrogen into protein plants. No, nitrogen fixing bacteria, it converts the nitrogen into nitrates, which is can be observable form of plants. So here is the correct answer is 1 and 2 is the correct answer for this question. Here is the 50th question, children. So the answer is B. Coming to the 51st. So here it is from the questions of level 3 questions, children. So we will discuss this question and wind up the class. So I will discuss another more questions in the next session. 1 minute. Here is the question. 1 minute. Okay. I hope you all visible. Wait, I will keep this on this side. One minute, children. So see here, they are asking the question, consider following statements and select the option which correctly identifies true or false. They are asking the statements which are, we have to say it is true statement or false statement. So diatoms float in water due to the presence of light storage fats with silica. Of course, diatoms float in water because they are having the lipids in it. That is why they exhibit the bouncy conditions in the water. So as they are, the lipids are, children, when you pour oil in the water, it will be float, right? It exhibits the bouncy condition lightly. So because of the diatoms having the storage lipids in it, they are exhibiting the bouncy condition in the water. So and stored fats with silica, those we call it as stored fats, we call it as silica. So it is the true statement, children. Coming to the next, AIDS virus kills WBC and reduces the immunity of the blood. What is the main AIDS virus, children? It always destroys the white blood cells. That is why what the function of the white blood cells? They produce the immunity for us, right? If the immunity is reducing, how the person can survive, right? So that is why AIDS virus kills the WBC and reduces the immunity of the body. This is also true statement. Coming to the next, Escherichia coli present in the intestine of the man where the help in the digestion of food. Of course, it is also right answer. E. coli which is present in the humans, which helps in, it is a good bacteria which helps in the digestion of the food. It is also right statement. Coming to the last statement, children, a virus always consists of the double-stranded DNA or RNA surrounded by a protein coat. It is absolutely wrong, children. So in the virus, the virions and prions also will come. So it is either the genetic material will be the either DNA or either RNA or the abnormal unfolded protein also. So if it is like that, the statement is false. The virus always consists of double-stranded DNA or RNA, they are asking, surrounded by protein coat. No, virions does not have the any, prions having the abnormal protein. Is the virions it is covered by the protein coat? No, it does not covered by the protein coat. That is why the statement is false. According to this question, the answer is 3 trues and 1 false, right? So here see, the first one is true, next one also true, third is also true, fourth one is false. this is how we have to analyze the questions in the case of true or false if they given in these manner, children. First we have to analyze if, the given question, and which is true we have to keep the true. Then if you are directly seeing the answers, you will may get confused, because they are saying some of the true, some of the false and all that, you will get confused. Just write in the paper sheet only, we have to write the which is the correct answer for this question. So if it is true, just keep the mark of true. If it is false, keep the mark of true. At last, after the analyzing the question and you choose the correct answer, then you will go find in the answer in the options. Then it is for you easy, children. So another more questions also there, children. We will discuss in the next class. I hope you all understand this today's session. So let's meet in the tomorrow session. Before I am winding up the class, children, I would like to announce once again very important news for you, children. We are starting the foundation summer camp course in the period of 15 days, and it is especially for the children of who are upcoming students of 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th children. So those who are upcoming class of these students can helpful this foundation summer camp. Mainly we are discussing the core concepts which are related to the examinations of NEET and JEE. The foundation is very essential for these to crack these type of examination, children. If the foundation, if your basics are strong, you can easily write the examination, children. So here we are providing in the 10 days we are covering the core concepts which are related to the examinations of NEET and JEE, and the next 2 days we are very focused on the activity based learning. It is you will get very enthusiastic when you are performing the activity based learning, children. And in the 13th day we are conducting the quiz. There you can check the how you are improved in the previous. So after and before you can check your performance. And coming to the 14th day, we are keeping with the cumulative assessments of the subjects we discussed. We are discussing the subjects of physics, chemistry, biology and mathematics. And the 15th day, which is very important, children, we are providing the career guidance program for one-on-one interaction. If you have the goal, you don't know how to reach it. So we will help you what type of exams you can write, how it is chose the path of your interested course. We all suggest in the 15th day. This is how we design our 15 days foundation summer camp, children, and it is both offline also and online also. Both those who want to attend through the online, children, they can contact with the down scrolling number is there, children. Contact with the number, and if any queries, contact with that number, we will give you the information. And those who want to come to the offline, you can happily come to our institute name called NEET World, present in Hyderabad, Narayani G near metro station. So the mode of learning is through digital panel, children. The class will be taught for you in the digital panel. We are creating the amazing videos to get to the concept to be understood, children. And this is what about our foundation summer camp. So don't late, children. Already the new batches are started and the batches are going on. If you are really interested to improve your basics, just join in the foundation summer camp of the NEET World. So this is Narayani. I am winding up the class today. Let's meet in the next session. Thank you.